This is Cars and Bids.
I'm Kennan.
And I'm Doug, and today we have a quiz.
Ooh, another one, okay.
Kennan thinks that he knows everything about Ferrari, but actually, I know everything about Ferrari. So today, our producer has produced, ironically, a quiz about Ferrari. And we're going to see whose Ferrari is Ferrari.
Are you ready to lose?
Yeah, I am. I am.
Okay,
I'm going to win, but like if I did lose, I would feel okay losing to you.
Okay. Well, thank you. That's very kind. I do tend to like Ferraris, and if they're goodness knows, if there's a modified Testarossa and I can guess the sound by it, I think you might be losing this one.
Couldn't tell Drogo from Boano.
You know so little. All right, let's do this.
All right, go.
Before we get going, we have some big news. Cars and Bids has an app.
That we do. If you go to the Apple App Store right now on your iPhone or iOS device, you can download the Cars and Bids app, get push notifications, all sorts of fun things. Kennan, have you downloaded the app?
Of course I have. I have it set for E39 M5 notifications, God's chariot. So anytime one goes live on the site, my phone tells me.
If you want to be like Kennan or any other cool person, go to the App Store or click the link in the description below to download the Cars and Bids app right now.
Okay, first question in the Ferrari quiz. It is a picture of it. Okay, true or false? The 250 GTO has a speedometer.
Man, look at that Series 1. Oh.
I also knew that it was a Series 1.
Really? Which serial number is this one? Do you know?
3787 GT.
You know so little. 3787 might be a GTO.
Okay.
3987 is not this one, but yeah.
Let's see. True or false? It has a speedometer. I don't care. Give me some real stuff. Okay, you ready? This is
ready.
not a difficult. Okay, flip them. I said false. He said
true.
true. The answer is false.
False.
No speedometer.
So it's a new tax right in the middle.
Tax in the middle.
Is.
They got oil, fuel, something.
Fuel. Also. Pressure, and level.
Well, they got fuel pressure.
And what is this? Is that not a speedometer? Because it's set to.
Oh, you're going to try to argue that it's. There's no way that speedometer would have only gone up to 130 kilometers. So no, it's not a speedometer. No, I am right.
What is that gauge, though? I'd love to know.
Although I had made my F so that I could have changed it to a T kind of very quickly without you seeing. Oh, see, I just did. T. No, but I'm right. It didn't have a speedometer. Well, obviously.
I wasn't sure because it then also was a road car.
You know the problem
I guess it was
with
just because it was a race car.
driving one around? You don't know how fast you're going.
Well,
so if you're driving around
GTO, you're driving carefully anyway.
Yeah.
You're going slow.
Yeah. Okay, no speedometer. Next question, please. Who was this for? There's a picture of a 360 without a windshield. Who was this for? Nobody who planned to use it.
That is true. What a useless car. So the seats were different. They removed the roll hoops, chopped the windshield and the side windows. Do you think the windows go down? So do they just go beep?
That's a good question. Kennan and I know this car well. We've discussed this car many times.
Yep.
We think it's one of the most hilarious things that existed. We know exactly who it was for. I'm sure you have the answer right. Flip them.
Luca di Montezemolo.
Luca di Montezemolo. And there he is driving it on the phone in front of a Lancia Tasas. That is very cool.
That's a great
So what
picture.
this car was, go back to the picture of it. What this car was a 360. It was a wedding present, right?
Yeah, I think it was a wedding present. Yeah.
It was a present for his wedding, and they gave him he said, "Congratulations, you're getting married. Here's a 360 without a windshield."
Right.
He said, "Okay."
Thank you very much.
So much. I appreciate that.
He loves it. He loved it so much that it went straight to the museum and he never used it.
To the museum and didn't drive it. Yeah.
Look at that, though.
I wonder if it's a tip.
You know, we once talked on the podcast, I think it was, about Piero Ferrari driving or it was the office tour. He was driving, he was driving a LaFerrari Aperta.
Yeah.
Well, look at the
there's some picture that you had a magazine where Piero Ferrari is driving a LaFerrari Aperta. There's Luca on the phone.
Just
with Turin plates, interestingly.
Yeah.
All right, give us the next one. I'm perfect score. Next question. Name the current Ferrari CEO. Very easy.
Think carefully. Did you hear they have a new invention called an elevator? I do not concern myself with elevators. Enzo Ferrari was famously afraid of elevators. That is a fact.
No, that's not a fact.
Yes, it is.
I made that up.
No,
he
that's
was not afraid of
true.
elevators. I made that up. He was afraid. He was a provincial man, and so I've always joked that he was afraid of elevators. He was not. I straight up made that up.
No, I actually think you may have made it up, but it is actually. I believe I have read that it's actually true. He did not care for elevators. I don't know what you've written, but it's wrong.
I know about the cars. Okay, I know about the cars. This is a question. We've gone off the rails. All right, flip them over. What are you?
John Elkin.
John Elkin. They got a British guy, a Gianni Agnelli, which I think is right. You're wrong.
Oh,
You're wrong. You're over
Oh, am I
here.
thinking the chairman is
You're
John
over
Elkin?
here thinking some British dude is running Ferrari. You got Elton John over there. I promise you, Elton John, although he purchased many Ferraris.
I maybe think Ferrari North America. Maybe
And
that's what I got
honestly,
confused with.
I think Gianni Agnelli, it's the actual answer was Benedetto Vigna. I believe I'm closer. So I'm going to award myself half a point.
I was so confident.
Here he is in front of a 458 Speciale, which has rear wheel steering, it appears.
It was knocked over by the cleaner and is broken.
Oh, that's
What is
interesting.
this?
How did you?
I think that is that like an Isetta?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I know what that is.
How did you get that wrong with all your confidence? Whatever you're writing, it's wrong. Yeah, well, whatever you're writing, it's wrong too, Elton John. Give me the next one. What is the current market cap of Ferrari? We only care about the cars. We only care about the cars.
At the end of the day, that is true.
We do not hear. All right,
And the Formula One team.
Instead, let's name some cars in the picture. I don't see.
I don't see a single Ferrari, which is what
That's
you would
right.
expect
In Italy,
at a factory. Yeah, in
They don't
Italy.
have any Ferraris in the Italy factories. Yeah. Okay. The current market
Market
cap.
cap.
Yeah, they went public. Their stock symbols race. We all know that. So they got some money. Not only do I not know, but I don't care. And actually, I pride myself on that. I pride myself on caring about the cars and not the business workings.
I'll tell you where I care about where they finish on Sunday. That's what
right.
I care about.
That's right. Damn. Market cap. We don't concern ourselves with such things. Okay, put it up. I wrote 100 billion. What did you write?
114 billion.
Oh, wow. What is the answer? 90 billion. I'm right.
You.
But
win
I
that
take
one.
no pride in that. I take no pride in that.
Yep. Yeah.
In fact, I wish you
Actually,
had
that's
that
not what I
point.
thought. I wish I did too. But I also wouldn't care. Toss that one back.
Okay, yawn question. How about one about the cars? Give us an F50 question. Name every car with the Enzo engine. Okay, that's a good question.
That's a good
We're
one.
not sure why engine is capitalized, but that's a good question. Okay, so just the model, not the overall car. Okay.
Okay.
Not-
I was going to do every family of
no,
them.
no, no, no.
I'm happy
Don't
to do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. This is hard.
No, it isn't.
It's hard. Don't look at my answers. I think you're forgetting many things. I must be forgetting, but I don't remember. I just don't remember. I wasn't there. I was busy. I was 15.
You weren't in Italy.
I was-
So that's what you're saying?
I was going through puberty. I was busy.
So was I, but I knew what was going on.
Okay, flip it over. There's no
Do
more.
special editions count?
No, if it's the same model number, then it's the same car.
Okay. So it's based on the car
'cause-
counts.
Okay, let's just flip them and have the conversation.
all
Can we
right.
flip them? All right. You wrote
So Piro
Wait,
Songway's out of. I'll
explain
read
them.
them. So
Puro Songway. What is that true? Flip it and tell us.
So the Enzo, obviously first.
Yeah.
Then the 599 famous
Yeah,
use
yeah.
that engine. That engine's also the F12 is based on the engine.
I didn't
A12,
know that.
FXX, and 599XX, but they're the same.
Yeah.
FF use that engine. GTC4 Lusso use that engine. Pure Songway use that engine. I was thinking F60 America use that engine, but it's a limited edition one-off car and like.
Oh, you could have said that probably and gotten points. You missed a couple that I got.
maybe.
So 612 doesn't have the engine?
No, 575 engine. Different engine family altogether.
I didn't put that either. How
Right.
about the Maserati McTwelve, my friend?
Oh, I didn't think about non-for
And the P45. Okay,
every
show
because it
us.
says every car.
Show
God.
us, show us, show us, show us, show us.
Irritating. Oh, and the Monza, yeah, the Daytona SP2, SP3.
I didn't know the engine was still being used, so that's a bunch of
Yeah,
BS.
the DC cylinder for
Every other, the F40 had like a bespoke engine. Enzo engine was used in an SUV. What a bunch of BS.
Yeah, there's a company that couldn't really afford to build a new one, maybe.
Boo. Okay, but the point is, he doesn't have P45 on here, but P45 is correct.
P45 would also be
He
on
also
that
doesn't have
list.
XXX, but we
But
both
that's also-
wrote that. Oh, it's a variation of the Enzo, according to him. Meanwhile, the MC12, not a variation of the Enzo. But SP1 and SP2, those are different cars, according to him. It's the same car, just
one extra seat. I did forget about the SP3.
And he's got 812. He thinks 812, Monza SP1, and Monza SP3 are three cars, but the Enzo and the FXX are the same car.
I would have. There's no way I could have fit that on this fucking thing. Sorry.
Okay, you won. You got way more than I did, although you forgot MC12.
I did forget MC12.
And I feel good about
I
that.
forgot to read car. I was only thinking about the red ones, not the blue and white ones that are two different lengths.
Yeah, the blue and white one, it's the length of a Tahoe.
Yes, for one, and then the other one's an extended Tahoe.
Okay, well done, well done. I think that's your first point, Kennan.
Second.
Okay, fine, but your first point that I didn't get.
Yes.
So the score's like 20 to me, 20, Kennan 1 or 2. Okay, we got any more questions? One more
more.
question. All right, you ready to lose?
No, we'll see about this.
What should have Ferrari done with the F80?
Oh,
very obvious.
well, easy. Man, I can't even read my own handwriting. I know what I wrote, but yikes.
Very easy. The answer to that question to me is exactly what they did with the SP3. Like, done. It's already did it.
Some of us feel that it's already been done.
It's already been done. Like, the car's already been made, and so now we have a hybrid V6. Hybrid V6, damn, the Lexus RX 400h was a hybrid V6.
I think we're probably going to agree on exactly what should have been done.
I don't know. I got a curveball for you. Okay, what is your answer?
I said, so it should have had an NA V12.
Wrong.
Should have had a manual transmission.
Yeah.
Should have been a convertible. And it should have been named after a BMW. It's called the F80, like the M3. So you have to clarify.
That's a good point.
And also, like, F80.
Okay, the answer I wrote, Retro 288 GTO with manual trans in a turbo V8. And I said turbo V8 because Ferrari actually introduced the concept of high-performance turbo cars in the supercar realm. So let's let them have it. If they're so obsessed with turbocharging, fine. Go back, harken back to the 288 GTO, but give us a Retro 288 GTO.
Lame.
Lame? Are you kidding? 288 GTO is the coolest of them all. No one's ever seen one.
But let's put it in perspective for a second. This car has a turbo V6. The family hauler has an NA V12.
Yeah, but by the time this car comes out, the family hauler will not have an NA V12.
But it does right now.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff has.
So
Jaguar
even
XJS has a V12.
The Roma has a V8, which is more special than this engine is.
Yeah, but this car has 1,000 horsepower or something.
It's,
The Roma's got like 300.
Yeah, but then you have a Model S Plaid blows it all away. Like it should be a celebration of what makes Ferrari great. What makes Ferrari great? Their engines.
It definitely should have a manual transmission, which is sacrilege. But like the market clearly has demonstrated that that's what they want. So like, give it to them.
But that's the Ferrari way. No,
No.
They look at you and they just look at you and go.
I just don't understand this. If you're a public company, you can't get away with not producing things that make money. It annoys me to no end. If I was a shareholder, I'd be like, you need to be making 911R type, 911 ST type of cars. Porsche charges $700,000 for a 911 and people buy them. Like, it makes no sense.
But yeah, I guess to your point with this, what I described is the SP3. That should have
Except for the
been
manual transmission.
this. Except for the manual
To
transmission.
me, it's already done. As far as I'm concerned, the Ferrari supercar lineage, the sixth supercar was
Ends
the SP3.
at the SP3.
And honestly, it doesn't include the LaFerrari. It only includes the SP3, and then we're good. That's my Ferrari supercar lineage. And by the way, the 288 GTO probably shouldn't be on there. The Ferrari supercars are the following: the F40, the F50, the Enzo, and the SP3. And those are the Ferrari supercars. 288 is a modded 308.
I think everybody does.
Ferrari's a tip hybrid. We're done with all that.
Well, look, realistically, like I realize they probably wouldn't bring back a manual. They just won't, and they should have for the 296
special edition, and charge a ton of money.
Yeah,
people would pay if they charged $5 million and made 12. People would pay.
Absolutely.
And I promise you, it doesn't cost $60 million to develop a manual.
And then it would actually also be desirable.
Yeah.
But it's not, and Ferrari's dead.
The public company doesn't want to make all the money, but Kennan and I do, and that's why we're going to make it ourselves with a couple of cold ones.
Yes.
Goodbye, everyone. I won, by the way. Goodbye, everyone.
Oh, goodbye.